Good morning, students. Welcome to the video on matrices and determinants. In this session, we are going to discuss about matrix inversion method and sum of schools. Both the methods can be applied only when the coefficient matrix is a square matrix and non-singular. Let us go for what is matrix inversion method. Consider the system of equations a11x1 plus a12x2 plus a13x3 is equal to b1. a21x1 plus a22x2 plus a23x3 is equal to b2. a31x1 plus a32x2 plus a33x3 is equal to b3. The above system can be written in the matrix form of a11, a12, a13, a21, a22, a23, a31, a32, a33 multiplied with the column matrix x1, x2, x3 is equal to b1, b2, b3. These three elements are our unknowns. We are going to find these values at the time of solving the system of linear equations. This can be written as Ax is equal to B. What is A? A is the coefficient matrix, where A is square matrix and non-singular. So what I said, A is a square matrix, coefficient of matrix, and coefficient of matrix A is a square matrix. This method can be applied only when the coefficient matrix is a square matrix and non-singular. So this can be written as A into X is equal to B, where since A is non-singular, where A is square matrix and non-singular, since A is non-singular, if the given square matrix is non-singular, then A inverse exists. Since A is non-singular, then A inverse exists, and A into A inverse into A is equal to identity. Now, pre-multiplying both sides of equation 1, this can be taken as equation number 1. So, pre-multiplying both sides of equation 1 by A inverse, we get A inverse into A into X is equal to A inverse into B. We know that A inverse into A is equal to identity. So, this can be written as identity into X is equal to A inverse into B. So, any matrix can be multiplied with identity, we can get the same matrix. So, this implies X is equal to A inverse into B. This is the formula for finding the system of linear equations. This formula can be used to solve the system of linear equations and finding the value of x1, x2, and x3 here. Here we have three unknowns. For that reason, we are finding three unknowns by using the formula x is equal to A inverse into B. Already we learned about A inverse. What is A inverse? A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. If the determinant of the given square matrix is non-singular, then only A inverse exists. Otherwise, A inverse does not exist. What is adjoint A? Adjoint A is the transpose of the cofactor matrix. So already we learned about A inverse. Now the given system of linear equations are A11x1 plus A12x2 plus A13x3 is equal to B1, etc. like that. So this is the given system of linear equations. How to find the value of x1, x2, x3 by using the formula x is equal to A inverse into B. Take the coefficient matrix A and find the A inverse. Already we learned about A inverse. That A inverse can be multiplied with the B matrix. We can get the solution of x. That x contains three unknowns x1, x2, and x3. Finally, we can get the solution of x1, x2, x3. Let's go for the sums now. I think you might have understood what is A inverse and how to find the value of capital X. By using the formula x is equal to A inverse into B. Sum number 1. Solve 5x plus 2y is equal to 3. 3x plus 2y is equal to 5. Using matrix inversion method. The above system can be written in the form of Ax is equal to B, where A is a square matrix and non-singular. So find the A inverse. Find the A inverse and applying the formula x is equal to A inverse into B. A inverse into B. The first we have to find the A inverse, then A inverse can be multiplied with B. We can get the value of the matrix capital X. The capital X contains the unknown X and Y here. Given solution, given 5x plus 2y is equal to 3, 3x plus 2y is equal to 5. The first one can be taken as equation number 1 and the second one can be taken as equation number 2. The above system of equations can be written as Ax is equal to B. The above system of equations can be written as Ax is equal to B. The given system of equation is 5x plus 2y is equal to 3 and 3x plus 2y is equal to 5. So this can be written as, take the coefficient of x and y. That means take the coefficient matrix 5, 2, 3, 2. 5, 2, 3, 2. 2 by 2 matrix multiplied with the capital X. The capital X contains two unknowns x and y. Write the column matrix that contains the value x and y is equal to, write the column matrix of B. That matrix B contains 3 and 5, where A is equal to 5, 2, 3, 2. X is equal to x, y, and B is equal to 3, 5. So first we have to find A inverse. We know that A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. So we find determinant of A. The determinant of A is equal to determinant of 5, 2, 3, 2. So multiply the leading diagonal, that 5 2s are 10. Apply the symbol minus, then multiply the remaining elements. The 3 2s are 6. The 10 minus 6 is equal to 4. It is not equal to 0. Therefore, A inverse exists. If the given square matrix is non-singular, then A inverse exists. Here the determinant A is not equal to 0. Therefore, A inverse exists. And next we can go for adjoint A. So already I explained how to get the adjoint value directly from the 2 by 2 matrix. So I am going to write the adjoint A directly from the given matrix. Adjoint A is equal to, this is the A matrix. Interchange the leading diagonal 2 and 5. Then change the sign of remaining, that is minus 2, minus 3. Now we found adjoint A. Therefore, A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. Our determinant value is 4. So 1 by 4 into the adjoint value is 2, minus 2, minus 3, 5. Now applying the formula, x is equal to A inverse into B. Then only we can get the solution of x. Now applying the formula, x is equal to A inverse into B. This can be written as x, y. The reason, the matrix X contains the two unknowns x and y is equal to, what is your A inverse? 1 by 4, 2, minus 2, minus 3, 5. So this A inverse can be multiplied with our B matrix. What is our B matrix? 3 and 5. As usual, follow the matrix multiplication of row by column method and solve this. So this one is 2 cross 2 matrix and this one is 2 cross 1 matrix. The reason, 2 rows and 1 column. Here 2 rows and 2 columns. So this can be written as 2 by 2 matrix. This can be written as 2 by 1 matrix. Multiplying these two, we can get 2 by 1 matrix again. So 1 by 4 of, multiply the row by column method by using row by column method. 2 3 are 6, minus 10, minus 9 plus 25. which is equal to, it implies unknowns x and y in column matrix is equal to 1 by 4 of the 6 minus 10 is minus 2, 25 minus 9 is 16, which implies the column matrix x and y is equal to, this can be divided by 4, we can get minus 1 and 4. Hence the solution x and y, hence the solution x is equal to minus 1 and y is equal to 4. And just recall the sum. The given system of linear equations are that how to find the value of x and y contains the matrix capital X. The given system can be written as in the form of Ax is equal to b, where A is equal to square matrix and x contains the unknown values is equal to b is a one more column matrix. By using matrix inverse method, we are going to use the formula x is equal to A inverse into b. Already we learned about A inverse. What is A inverse? A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. And first we have to find the determinant of the given coefficient matrix. If the determinant of coefficient matrix is non-singular, then A inverse exists. Then we can go for adjoint A. Then write the value of A inverse. A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. Then applying the formula, x is equal to A inverse into B. The inverse value can be multiplied with the B matrix. We can get the solution of the matrix capital X. Here the capital X contains the unknown values of x and y. Then finally we can find the solution of x and y. And first we have to find A inverse, then A inverse is multiplied with B. Then we can get the solution of the matrix, which matrix contains the unknown values. And finally we found the unknown values of x and y. X is equal to minus 1, y is equal to 4. Now we can go for 3 cross 3 matrix. Solve the system of linear equations by using matrix inversion method. Now I am going to take one 3 cross 3 matrix. As usual, I am going to follow the same procedure. And first we have to find A inverse. Then next we have to find A inverse into B. Then finally we can get the solution of the unknowns. In 3 cross 3 matrix, we have 3 unknowns. Go for one more sum. The 3 unknowns are x, y, and z. And second sum number 2. Solve 2x plus 3y plus 3z is equal to 5. The next x minus 2y plus z is equal to minus 4. The next 3x minus y minus 2z is equal to 3. So already you knew about the A inverse. Now how to find the A inverse for 3 cross 3 matrix, everything. Now I am going to solve the system of linear equations by using the method of matrix inversion. So using matrix inversion method, the first equation can be taken as equation number 1, the next equation number 2, the next equation number 3. So this is given in our solution. The above system can be written as Ax is equal to B. The above system can be written as Ax is equal to B. This can be written as 2, 3, 3, 1, minus 2, 1, 3, minus 1, minus 2, and multiply with that matrix X, that X contains 3 unknowns X, Y, Z, is equal to the matrix B contains 5 minus 4, 3, where A is equal to the 3 cross 3 matrix. This method can be applied only when the square matrix, the coefficient matrix is a square matrix and non-singular. Now we analyze, this is a square matrix, 2, 3, 3, 1, minus 2, 1, 3, minus 1, minus 2. And x is equal to x, y, z. And b is equal to 5 minus 4, 3. Now we understood this is a square matrix. Then next we can go for A inverse. Then only we can confirm it. The given square matrix is non-singular. Next we have to find A inverse. Before that, we find the determinant of A. Determinant of A. So take the determinant of the coefficient matrix 2, 3, 3, and 1, minus 2, 1, and 3, minus 1, minus 2. But even places can be taken as positive and the odd places can be taken as negative. So take the determinant, fix this element with the symbol plus 2, or fix this element and leave this row and leave this column. Take the determinant of remaining 2 by 2 matrix. This is 4 minus of minus 1, that is plus 1. Then next, take the number 3 with the symbol minus, that is minus 3. Fix this element and leave this row and leave this column. Take the determinant of remaining 2 by 2 matrix, that is 1 into minus 2, 3 into 1, that is minus 3. The next, fix the value 3 in the place of A13 with the positive symbol, that is 3. Fix this element and leave this row and leave this column. Take the determinant of remaining 2 by 2 matrix, 1 into minus 1, that is minus 1. Then minus of minus 6 can be taken as plus 6. Then 4 plus 1 is 5. Then 5 2s are 10. Minus 2, minus 3, minus 5. Minus 5 into minus 3 plus 15. Then 6 minus 1 is 5. Then 5 3s are 15. So 15 plus 15, 30. 30 plus 10, 40. It is not equal to 0. Therefore, A inverse exists. A inverse exists. Then next we can go for adjoint of A. Then only we can get A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. After that, we can apply the formula S is equal to A inverse into B. That A inverse is multiplied with B now, so we can get the solution of X, Y, and Z. Now we can go for adjoint A. How to find adjoint A? The adjoint A is the transpose of the given cofactor. Sorry, transpose of the cofactor matrix. Adjoint A is the transpose of the cofactor matrix. The next we have to analyze the cofactors from the given coefficient matrix. Adjoint A is equal to transpose of the cofactors matrix. Now we have to write the cofactors with the symbol. What is cofactor? The cofactor Aij is equal to minus 1 to the power I plus j into Mij. Minus 1 to the power I plus j. So the even places can be taken as positive and the odd places can be taken as negative. That's the reason we indicated plus minus plus minus plus minus and next to plus minus plus. The symbols, we have to write the symbols along with the minor elements M11, M12, M13. The next is M21, M22, M23. Next is M31, M32, and next is M33. So we have to check the value of the minors along with the symbol plus minus plus minus plus minus plus minus plus are the cofactors, and the take the transpose of the cofactors, we can get the value of adjoint A. Now I can go for adjoint A for the given question. For our convenience, I'm going to write the matrix A here. 2, 3, 3, 1, minus 2, 1, 3, minus 1, minus 2. The first can be taken as the plus symbol. It's M11, that minor 11. What is minor 11? Fix this element and ignore this row and ignore this column. Take the determinant of remaining 2 by 2 matrix. That is 4 minus of minus 1, that is plus 1. The next we have to take that minus symbol, the A12. A12, we have to take that minus symbol, that is a odd place. The reason that even places can be taken as positive and odd places can be taken as negative. The next I am going to take the symbol minus and fix this element, ignore this row and ignore this column. Take the remaining 2 by 2 matrix, that is minus 2, minus 3. And next, fix this element with the symbol positive and ignore this row and ignore this column. take the determinant of remaining, that is minus 1, then minus of minus 6 plus 6. Then fix the symbol minus and fix this element to 1. Ignore this row and ignore this column. Take the determinant of remaining 2 by 2 matrix, that is minus 6, minus of minus 3 plus 3. Then fix the symbol minus 2, and fix the value minus 2 with the symbol positive. Fix this element and leave this row and leave this column. Take the determinant of remaining 2 by 2 matrix. That is 2 into minus 2, minus 4, then minus 9. The next, fix the element 1 and leave this row and leave this column with the symbol minus. Plus minus plus minus plus minus. Write the symbol minus and fix this element. Leave this row and leave this column. Take the determinant of remaining 2 by 2 matrix, that is minus 2, minus 9. And next, take the symbol positive. Fix this element. Ignore this row and ignore this column along with the element. Take the determinant of remaining 2 by 2, that is 3 plus 6. Then fix the symbol minus and fix the element minus 1. Then ignore this row and ignore this column. Take the determinant of 2 by 2 matrix, that is 2 minus 3. Then fix the element minus 2 with the symbol of positive. Ignore this row and ignore this column. Take the determinant of 2 by 2 matrix, that is minus 4, minus 3. Solve this and take the transpose directly here. 4 plus 1 is 5. Minus 2, minus 3, minus 5, minus of minus 5 can be taken as plus 5. 6 minus 1 is 5. I am taking the transpose 2 at the time of solving this. Minus of minus 6 plus 3, that is minus 3. Minus of minus 3 is plus 3. The rows can be interchanged into column. Interchange the rows into columns. Reason I am going to take the transpose at a time. At the same time, solving this. At the same time, I am taking the transpose also. So minus 6 plus 3 is minus 3. Minus of minus 3 is plus 3. Minus 9 minus 4 is minus 13. Minus 13 can be written as. Then minus 9 minus 2 is minus 11. Minus of minus 11 is plus 11. The next 3 plus 6 is 9. 2 minus 3 is minus 1. Minus of minus 1 is plus 1. Minus 4 minus 3 is minus 7. Therefore, A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. Our determinant value is 40 and our adjoint value is 5, 3, 9, 5, minus 13, 1. So 5, 11, minus 7. That first exercise itself, we completed what is adjoint A and what is A inverse, everything. So by using that, how to find A inverse? A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. I am taking the coefficient matrix. At the same time, I take the determinant of the given coefficient matrix. If the determinant is not equal to 0, then A inverse exists. Then next we can go for adjoint A. Finally, I found that A inverse. What is A inverse? 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. So 1 by 40. Here determinant value is 40. At the same time, I wrote that adjoint value also. Now we finished our A inverse. Next is another thing is easiest thing only. The usual matrix multiplication. Now applying the formula x is equal to A inverse into B, then only we can get the solution of x, y and z. The reason that matrix X contains the three unknowns x, y and z. See this. Now applying the formula x is equal to A inverse into B, which implies x is equal to, what is our A inverse? 1 by 40 into 539, 5 minus 13, 1, 5, 11 minus 7, multiplied with the matrix B. What is our matrix B? 5 minus 4 and 3. 5 minus 4 and 3. Unusual matrix multiplication of row by column method. So we can solve this. This is a 3 cross 3 matrix and this one is 3 by 1 matrix. And solve this, we can get 3 by 1 matrix again. So we see this can be written as x, y, z. The row matrix X contains three unknowns x, y, z. So which is equal to that 1 by 40 of Then usual row by column multiplication. The 25 minus 12 plus 27. The next 25 plus 52 plus 3. The next 25 minus 44 minus 21. Then we can solve this. It implies x, y, z. 1 by 40 of, then simplify that. 27 minus 12, 15, 15 plus 25, that is 40. So adding these 3, 52 plus 3, 55, 55 plus 25, that is 80. Minus 44, then minus 21 is minus 65, minus 65 plus 25 is minus 40. So it is equal to that 40 by 41, 80 by 42, minus 40 by 40, minus 1. Hence, the solution of x, y, z is equal to x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2, and z is equal to minus 1. Hence, the solution x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2, and z is equal to minus 1. So, how we are using our matrix inversion method to solve the system of linear equations we saw in this class. See that the given system of equation is in the linear form, then that can be written as Ax is equal to B, or A is the coefficient matrix of the given system. Check that coefficient matrix is a square matrix and non-singular. The given square matrix is non-singular, means that A inverse exists. Then find A inverse. What is the A inverse? A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. Then applying the formula in matrix inversion method, that x is equal to A inverse into B. That A inverse is multiplied with the matrix, given matrix B. We can get the solution of the capital X, that is matrix capital X. That capital X alone contains the unknown. Then we can find the solution of the unknown. This is matrix inversion method. Now I'm going to explain one more sum that is totally different from this. In that, without using A inverse, how to solve the system of linear equations, that we are going to see. Let's go for the third sum. Sum number 3. If A is equal to minus 4, 4, 3, minus 4, 4, 4, minus 7, 1, 3, 5, minus 3, minus 1. And matrix B is equal to, and matrix B is equal to 1, minus 1, 1, 1, minus 2, minus 2, 2, 1, 3. Find the product AB. Find the product AB and BA. Find the products AB and BA, and hence solve the system of equations. Solve the system of equations x minus y plus z is equal to 4, x minus 2y minus 2z is equal to 9, and 2x plus y plus 3z is equal to 1. So what is given that? So two matrices are given. One is A, then another one is B. Find the product. So usual multiplication, row by column method. Find the products of AB and BA, and hence solve the system of equations. Now we are going to find AB and BA. How it helps to us to solve the system of equations. Then we have to see. First, we have to find the multiplication of AB. The usual multiplication, that is matrix multiplication. What is our A matrix? That is minus 4, 4, 4, minus 7, 1, 3, 5, minus 3, minus 1. The A matrix can be multiplied with 1, minus 1, 1, 1, minus 2, minus 2, 2, 1, 3. An usual matrix multiplication of row by column method. Then multiply this, then first row is multiplied with first column, minus 4 plus 4 plus 8. Minus 4 plus 4 plus 8. Minus 4 plus 4, next plus 8. Then first row, second column, plus 4, minus 8, plus 4, plus 4, minus 8, then next plus 4. Then first row, the third column, minus 4, then next minus 8, plus 12. Minus 4, minus 8, plus 12. Minus 4, minus 8, plus 12. Then next, you can go for the second row. Second row is multiplied with first column, minus 7 plus 1 plus 6. Minus 7 plus 1 plus 6. Then second row, second column, plus 7 minus 2 plus 3. Plus 7 minus 2. Please check this once again. Then second row, second column, plus 7 minus 2. The next plus 3. The next you can go for second row, third column, minus 7 minus 2 plus 9. Minus 7 minus 2 plus 9. Then third row, first column, 5 minus 3 minus 2. 5 minus 3 minus 2. Then third row, second column, minus 5 plus 6 minus 1. Minus 5 plus 6 minus 1. Then next we can go for third row, third column, 5 plus 6 minus 3. 5 plus 6 minus 3. Therefore, AB is equal to, what is AB? Solve this. Minus 4 plus 4, 0, 8. 4 plus 4, 8. 8 minus 8, 0. Minus 12 plus 12, 0. The next plus 7 minus 7, 0. 10 minus 2, 8. Minus 9 plus 9, 0. Then 5 minus 5, 0. Then 6 minus 6, 0. Then 6 plus 5, 11. 11 minus 3, 8. So this can be written as 8 into the identity matrix 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0 and 0, 0, 1. So this can be written as 8 into I suffix 3. 3 indicated as 3 cross 3 matrix. The next we can go for BA. And the reason in the question itself they give find the products of AB and BA, then and hence the solve the system of the given equation. So we found the AB, the value of AB is 8 into I3. Now we can go for BA. So write the B matrix first. 1, minus 1, 1, and next to 1, minus 2, minus 2, 2, 1, 3. 2, 1, 3. And the next minus 4, 4, 4, minus 7, 1, 3, then 5, minus 3, minus 1. The usual matrix multiplication of row by column method. The first row, first column, that is minus 4 plus 7 plus 5. Then first row, second column, plus 4 minus 1 minus 3. Then first row, third column, plus 4 minus 3 minus 1. Then second row, first column, that is minus 4 plus 14. The next is minus 10. The next is second row, second column, that is 4 minus 2. The next is minus 6. The second row, second column, 4, that minus 2 plus 6, 5 plus 6. The next second row, third column, 4 minus 6 plus 2. Third row, first column, minus 8, minus 7, plus 15. Third row, second column, 8 plus 1, minus 9. Third row, third column, 8 plus 3, minus 3. We have to solve this, simplifying, and we can get 7 plus 5, 12, 12 minus 4, 8, 0, 0, 0, 8, 0, 0, 0, 8. So this can be written as 8 into 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, and 0, 0, 1. So this matrix can be written as 8 into I3. The identity matrix indicated as 3 by 3. That's the reason writing I suffix 3. So we found B also, AB also. So this is the equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. From 1 and 2, what we get? Both AB and BA are 8 into I3. So from equation 1 and 2 we have, from equation 1 and 2 we have AB is equal to BA is equal to 8 into I suffix 3. By dividing 8 or dividing by 8, it implies 1 by 8 AB, 1 by 8 BA is equal to I suffix 3. So this can be written as 1 by 8 A into B. So B into 1 by 8 into A is equal to I suffix 3. So 1 by 8 into A into B, B into 1 by 8 into A is equal to identity. That means what? These two are inverse of each other. These two are inverse of each other. Then only we are getting that identity matrix. So from this we can get that B inverse is. This is the inverse. Both are inverse of each other. Then we can get B inverse is equal to 1 by 8 into A. So 1 by 8 into A is the inverse of B. For that reason we are getting identity. These two are inverse of each other. Then only we can get B inverse is equal to 1 by 8 into A. So from this, what we have to get? B inverse is equal to 1 by 8 into A. Now we finished the product of AB and the product of BA. From the product of AB and BA, we can get 8 into I3. From this, we can get B inverse is equal to 1 by 8 into A. Now we can solve the system of equations. So what is the system of equation is given? X minus y plus z is equal to 4 and x minus 2y minus 2z is equal to 9. 2x plus y 2x plus y plus 3z is equal to 1. And hence solve the system of equations x minus y plus z equal to 4, x minus 2y minus 2z is equal to 9, 2x plus y plus 3z is equal to 1. How to solve this? The above equation can be written in the form of Ax is equal to B. Same procedure. So this can be written as Ax is equal to B. What is your A? The coefficient of x, y, z. This can be written in the matrix form 1, minus 1, 1, 1, minus 2, minus 2, 2, 1, 3. That x contains 3 unknowns x, y, z is equal to the matrix B contains 4, 9 and 1. In this time, one thing I am going to notice. So what is given matrix of A? Minus 4, 4, 4. For our convenience, I am taking that A matrix and B matrix here. Minus 7, 1, 3, 5, minus 3, minus 1. This is the matrix given for A. And what is that B matrix? That is 1, minus 1, 1. Then 1, minus 2, minus 2. And 2, 1, 3. Check the coefficient matrix. Check the coefficient matrix with the given matrix is B. The system can be written in the form of Ax is equal to B, or the above system can be written in the form of matrix. That means the system can be written in the matrix form. Matrix form that can be written as Ax is equal to B. That is the formula that we explained in that matrix inversion method. But in that question itself, they are giving what is given, that A and B matrix is given. Don't confuse with AX is equal to B. AX is equal to B, just like a form. So I'm using that form and we are writing the coefficient matrix along with the unknowns is equal to the what is in that right hand side of that equals that can be taken in that matrix B. That should be in the form of matrix. The matrix formula, right formula, that's all. So 1 minus 1 1, 1 minus 2 minus 2, 2 1 3 into x y z is equal to 4 9 1. So what is our given matrix A and B? Check this matrix with the given matrix is B. This is completely equal with our given matrix B. So this can be replaced by the matrix B. So this can be written as B into x, y, z, the three unknowns, is equal to the matrix of column matrix contains the value 4 9 1. So which implies how to find x, y, z. The B can be taken to right hand side, that indicated as B inverse. The B inverse of 4 9 1. Now this is the key point. What is our B inverse? We found from AB and BA. What is our B inverse? That B inverse is equal to 1 by 8 into A. That's the reason I explained. I told you at the time of starting the sum. Without using that A inverse concept, we are going to solve the system of equations. That A matrix is given, that B matrix is given. Find the value of AB. That means find the product of AB and find the product of BA. We can get AB is equal to BA is equal to 8 into I3. From this, we can get B inverse is equal to 1 by 8 into A. And write the system in the matrix form. Then comparing with the given system of equations, the given matrices. So the system is completely equal to, that means the coefficient matrix is completely equal to our B matrix. So this can be replaced by the B matrix, that is indicated as B. So B into x, y, z is equal to 4 9 1. So what is x, y, z? Take this B to right hand side, that is B inverse. So now what is our B inverse? That B inverse is equal to 1 by 8 into A. Then x, y, z is equal to 1 by 8 into A into 4 9 1. Now we have to write the matrix A here, that is minus 4 4 4, the next is minus 7 1 3, the next is 5 minus 3 minus 1, with the matrix 4 9 1. An usual matrix multiplication of row by column method, 3 cross 3 multiply with 3 by 1, we can get 3 by 1 matrix again. Then multiply that first row first column, that is minus 16 36 plus 4. The next minus 28 plus 9 plus 3. The next 20 minus 27 minus 1. Therefore, x, y, z is equal to that 1 by 8 of. So simplifying this, 36 minus 16 is 20, 20 plus 4, 24. 9 plus 3 is 12, minus 28 plus 12 is minus 16. The next is 20 minus 27 is minus 7, minus 7 minus 1 is minus 8. And we have to solve this, 24 by 8. 3 minus 16 by 8 minus 2 minus 8 by 8, that is minus 1. Hence, the solution x is equal to 3, y is equal to minus 2 and z is equal to minus 1. Okay students, you might have understood what is matrix inversion method and how to find the solution of unknowns contained in the column matrix capital X by using the formula x is equal to A inverse into B. And next we can go for Cramer's rule. What is Cramer's rule? The Cramer's rule also can be applied only when the coefficient matrix, the square matrix and non-singular. Consider the system of equation, the same thing. The system of equation A11x1 plus A12x2 plus A13x3 is equal to B1. A21x1 plus A22x2 plus A23x3 is equal to B2. A31x1 plus A32x2 plus A33x3 is equal to B3. The above system can be written in the matrix form, that is the square matrix, that is coefficient matrix, or the square matrix A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33 multiplied with the unknown matrix X1, unknown values X1, X2, X3 is equal to B1, B2, B3. So this can be written in the form of Ax is equal to B, where A is a square matrix and non-singular. Since A is a square matrix, then determinant of A is not equal to 0. That means the determinant of the square matrix is not equal to 0. The determinant of square matrix is not equal to 0 means then A inverse exists. So let us take the determinant of the square matrix B delta, and the determinant is not equal to 0, then only A inverse. So determinant delta is equal to delta can be taken as the determinant of given coefficient matrix. And what is del x1? Take the value of b1, b2, b3 and substitute b1, b2, b3 in the first column of the coefficient matrix and write the remaining elements and take the determinant, that is called as del suffix x1. Then next we can go for del suffix x2. What is del suffix x2? In that, substitute the value of b1, b2, b3 the second column of coefficient matrix and write the remaining elements, then take the determinant. That can be called as del suffix x2. The next we can go for del suffix x3. What is del suffix x3? Substitute the value of b1, b2, b3 in the third column of the given coefficient matrix and write the remaining elements, then take the determinant. The value of the determinant is del suffix x2. Now we found the value of the determinant delta, the value of the determinant del suffix, the value of the determinant del suffix x2, and the value of the determinant del suffix x3. And this delta is not equal to 0. Delta is not equal to 0 means the determinant of the coefficient matrix is not equal to 0. The reason is and given coefficient matrix is a square matrix and non-singular. Now applying the Crummers rule. How to find the value of x1, x2 and x3? How to follow the procedure of del suffix x1 by del suffix x2 by del suffix x3 by del. Del suffix x1 by del can be taken as x1, del suffix x2 by del can be taken as x2, del suffix x3 by del can be taken as x3. So from this we can find the value of x1, x2, x3. Now we can go for some examples of Crummers rule. This is the concept. So the given system of equations can be taken in the form of Ax is equal to B. From that, A is a square matrix. The determinant A is a square matrix and non-singular, and the determinant of A is not equal to 0. The determinant of the coefficient matrix can be taken as delta. Then we can go for del suffix x1, del suffix x2, del suffix x3, and find the determinant of all these four. Then get the value of x1, x2, x3 from this. How to get the value of x1? X1 is equal to del x1 by del, x2 is equal to del x2 by del, x3 is equal to del x3 by del. The del must be non-singular matrix. Otherwise, if it is singular means the denominator comes as 0. The denominator 0 means that is not defined in mathematics or indeterminate in mathematics. That's the reason the delta must be non-singular. Now we can go for sum. So see this once again. For the del x1, how to find del x1? Substitute the value of b1, b2, b3 in the first column of the given coefficient matrix. Then substitute b1, b2, b3 in the second column, we can get del suffix x2. Substitute b1, b2, b3 in the third column of the coefficient matrix, we can get del suffix x3. Let's go for some examples. In both the method of matrix inversion and Crummers rule, we are finding the solutions of unknowns from the given system of linear equations. Now let us solve the sums by using Crummers rule. Let us take 5x minus 2y is equal to minus 16, x plus 3y is equal to 7. Solve by using Crummers rule. The above system can be written as 5 minus 2, 1, 3 into x, y is equal to minus 16, 7. The above system can be written as Ax is equal to B form. 5 minus 2, 1, 3 into xy is equal to minus 16, 7. Let us take the A matrix and take the determinant of the coefficient matrix A. So this can be taken as delta. So delta is equal to determinant of 5 minus 2 1 3, and take the determinant of the 2 by 2 matrix, multiply the leading diagonal, that is 15, then minus of minus 2 is plus 2 17, multiply the leading diagonal, put the minus symbol and multiply the remaining, that is 15 plus 2 is equal to 17. The next we can go for del suffix x. In del suffix x, substitute the value of minus 16 and 7 in the first column of the given coefficient matrix and write the remaining elements as usual and take the determinant. So multiply the leading diagonal, that is minus 48, and minus of minus 14 is plus 14, then which is equal to minus 34. The next we can go for del suffix y. In the del suffix y, substitute the value of minus 16 and 7 in the second column of the given coefficient matrix and write the remaining as usual. The first column contains 5 and 1 and take the determinant, multiply the leading diagonal, 5 7s are 35 plus 16, multiply the leading diagonal and multiply the remaining, minus of the multiply the remaining, we can get 35 plus 16 is equal to 51. Now applying Crummers rule, we can get the solution of x and y. How to get the solution? X is equal to del x divided by delta and y is equal to del y divided by delta. Delta must be non-singular, then only we can get the solution properly. So the delta is equal to 0 means that is not defined in mathematics. So delta must be non-singular. Here our del x value is minus 34. So minus 34 in the numerator divided by our delta value is 17. Take the 17 in denominator. The answer is minus 2. The value of x is minus 2. Then y is equal to del y by delta. The value of del y is 51 divided by the value of del is 17. 51 divided by 17 is equal to 3. Hence the value of y is equal to 3. Hence the solution x is equal to minus 2. Hence the solutions are x is equal to minus 2, y is equal to 3. This is the procedure to find the solution of x and y by using Crummers rule. See, one more time explain. The given system can be written in the form of Ax is equal to b. From that, you have to take the coefficient matrix delta and take the determinant of the coefficient matrix as delta. Take the determinant, you can get the value. The next to go for del suffix x and del suffix y. In del suffix x, substitute the B matrix in the first column of the given coefficient matrix and take the remaining as usual. And del suffix y, in the determinant, take that B value minus 16 7. Substitute that value in the second column of the given coefficient matrix, take the remaining value as usual and complete your determinant and get the solution of del suffix y. Now applying Crummers rule, what Crummers rule says? X is equal to del suffix x by del, y is equal to del suffix y by del. What is our del suffix x value and what is our delta value? Substitute and solve it. We can get the solution of x and y. Now we can go for second one. Solve 3 by x plus 2y is equal to 12 and 2 by x plus 3y is equal to 13. Solve 3 by x plus 2y is equal to 12. 2 by x plus 3y is equal to 13. See this? Let us take, how to solve this sum? Let us take 1 by x is equal to capital X. Solve 3 by x plus 2y is equal to 12. 2 by x plus 3y is equal to 13 by using Crummers rule. Let us take 1 by x is equal to capital X. The above system can be written as 3, so this can be written as 3 into capital X. The reason 1 by x can be taken as capital X. So 3x plus 2y is equal to 12 and 2x plus 3y is equal to 13. This can be taken as equation number 1. This can be taken as equation number 2. The system can be written in the form of Ax is equal to b. So take the coefficient matrix 3, 2, 2, 3 multiplied with the column matrix capital X and small y is equal to the column matrix 12, 13. Then next we can go for, as usual, delta. We can find the delta. What is delta? The determinant of the given coefficient matrix. Delta is equal to determinant of the given coefficient matrix 3, 2, 2, 3. As usual, multiply the leading diagonal is equal to 9, then minus multiply the remaining elements 4. But 9 minus 4 is equal to 5, which is not equal to 0. The delta must be non-singular. And next we can go for del suffix x. In that del suffix x, substitute the b value as 12 and 13 in the first column of given coefficient matrix 12, 13. Then next we have to take the remaining elements 2 and 3. Now we have to take the determinant. We find the determinant, we can get the solution of del suffix x. Multiply the leading diagonal. So 12 3 are 36 minus 13 2 are 26 is equal to 10. The next we can go for del suffix y. In del suffix y, substitute the value of b 12 and 13 in the second column of the given coefficient matrix and take the remaining elements as usual 3, 2. Now please take the determinant of this 2 by 2 matrix, multiply the leading diagonal 3 13 are 39 minus 2 12 are 24. I have to get the value as 15. Now what is delta? Delta is equal to 5, del suffix x is equal to 10 and del suffix y is equal to 15. Now applying Cramer's rule, x is equal to, so this can be taken as capital X. The reason, right beginning, I have to take that 1 by x is equal to capital X. The first one can be taken as del suffix capital X. Then second one, as usual, the small letter y can be indicated here, delta suffix the small letter y. So now applying Cramer's rule, and first we have to get the value of capital X. Then capital X is equal to del suffix capital X by delta, which is equal to, what is del suffix x? 10. The value of delta is 5 is equal to 2. And small letter y, the small letter y is equal to del suffix y divided by delta. What is del suffix y? That is 15. 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3. The sum is not completed. We found the value of capital X alone, but the capital X is equal to 1 by x. So from this we can get the value of small x. I'm going to write here. Hence the solutions are small x is equal to 1 by capital X. The value of capital X is 2. That means the small x is 1 by 2. And the value of y, as usual, the answer is 3. Therefore, x is equal to 1 by 2 and y is equal to 3. We found the solution of the given system of linear equations. So in this, that first step they are given as 3 by x and 2 by x. In that 1 by x can be taken as capital X. That y can be given as 1 by y means you please take that 1 by y as capital Y. And as usual we have to solve the sum, get the value of capital X if the y can be taken as 1 by y can be taken as capital Y means get the value of capital Y, and finally you have to interchange the value, we can get the small x and small y. Here that 1 by x alone is given, so let us take that capital X is equal to 1 by x. First we have to find the value of capital X, then from this we have to get the value of small x. So just take the inverse of the value 2, we have to get the value of small x. The small x is equal to 1 by 2 and y is equal to 3. Next we can go for 1 3 cross 3 matrix. So solve the system of linear equations by using Crumer's rule in 3 cross 3 matrix. Solve 3x plus 3y minus z is equal to 11. The next is 2x minus y plus 2z is equal to 9. 4x plus 3y plus 2z is equal to 25. Solved by using Crumer's rule. The solution, take the given equation as equation number 1, equation number 2 and equation number 3. From this you have to collect the determinant value of delta. Take the coefficient matrices of x, y, z, that is 3, 3, minus 1, 3, 3, minus 1, 2, minus 1, 2, 2, minus 1, 2, 4, 3, 2. The even places can be taken as positive and the odd place can be taken as negative. And take the determinant of the coefficient matrix, then we can get the solution of delta. So fix this element 3 with the positive symbol 3 and fix this element, leave this row and leave this column. Take the determinant of 2 by 2 matrix, that is minus 2, minus 6. The next fix the element 3 with the symbol minus, that is minus 3. Fix this element, leave this row and leave this column. Take the determinant of remaining 2 by 2 matrix, 2 to the 4, minus 8. The next fix the element is minus 1. So fix this element along with the symbol plus and leave this row and leave this column. Take the determinant of remaining 2 by 2 matrix. The 2 3s are 6 plus 4. So this can be written as minus 6 minus 2 is minus 8. Minus 8 into 3 minus 24. 4 minus 8 is minus 4. Minus 4 into minus 3 plus 12. 6 plus 4 10. 10 into minus 1 minus 10. So minus 24 plus 12 is minus 12. Minus 12 minus 10 is minus 22. Here delta is not equal to 0. Then only we can follow the Crumer's rule. Then we can find the solution of x, y and z. And delta must be non-singular. The reason we are getting the solution, at the time of getting solution, we are writing x is equal to del x by del, y is equal to del y by del, z is equal to del z by del. Del is in the denominator. The denominator must be not equal to 0. Otherwise, if it is 0 means that is not defined in mathematics. That's the reason the delta must be non-singular. So we finished delta, then we have to continue del suffix x. In del suffix x, take the determinant of 11, 9, 25. The next 3 minus 1, 3. 3 minus 1, 3. The next minus 1, 2, 2. Minus 1, 2, 2. That 11, 9, 25. Substitute in the first column of the given coefficient matrix and take the remaining elements and find the determinant. Write the symbols plus, minus, plus. Even places can be taken as positive, odd places can be taken as negative. So fix the element 11 with the symbol plus, then 11 of, leave this row and leave this column. Take the determinant of 2 by 2 matrix, minus 2, minus 6. and fix the element 3 along with the symbol minus, that is minus 3. Leave this row and leave this column. Take the determinant of remaining 2 by 2 matrix. So 9 2 are 18, 18 minus 50, and fix the element minus 1 along with the symbol positive. Then leave this row and leave this column. Take the determinant of remaining 2 by 2 matrix. 9 3 are 27 plus 25, which is equal to minus 6 minus 2, that is minus 8. 11 into minus 8, that is minus 88. 18 minus 50 is minus 32. Minus 32 into minus 3 plus 96, that is 51. That is minus 52. 27 plus 25 is 52, that is minus 52. So minus 88 minus 52 can be taken as minus 140. Minus 140 plus 96 is equal to minus 44. Here the value of delta is equal to minus 22, and the value of del suffix x is equal to minus 44. The next we can go for del suffix y. That del suffix y, substitute 11, 9, 25. Substitute 11, 9 and 25 in the second column of given coefficient matrix. Second column of given coefficient matrix, and write the remaining values as usual. 3 2 4 and minus 1 2 2. Take the 3 2 4 in the first column, minus 1 2 2 in that last column. Take the determinant, write as usual, write the symbol plus minus plus. Fix the element 3 with the positive symbol. Leave this row and leave this column. Take the determinant of remaining 2 by 2, that 9 2 are 18 minus 50. Then fix the symbol, so fix the number 11 with the symbol minus, that is minus 11. Leave this row and leave this column. Take the determinant of remaining 2 by 2 matrix, that is 4 minus 8. And the next you have to write the number minus 1 along with the symbol positive, that minus 1 of fix this element and leave this row and leave this column. Take the determinant of remaining 2 by 2 matrix, that is 50 minus 36. 18 minus 50, that is minus 32. Minus 32 into 3, minus 96. That 4 minus 8 is minus 4. Minus 11 into minus 4 is plus 44. 50 minus 36 is 14. That minus of 14 is minus 14. Then minus 96 minus 14 is minus 110 plus 44. Minus 110 plus 44 is minus 66. Now the value of del suffix y is minus 66. The next we can go for value of del suffix y. The next we can go for del suffix z. So what is del suffix z? Substitute the value of 11, 9, 25 in the third column of the given square matrix. 11, 9, 25. And what is in the second column? Write the given elements as usual. 3 minus 1, 3. 3 minus 1, 3. What is in the first column? 3, 2, 4. So replace the third column alone, the number of 11, 9, 25, and take the determinant. We can get the solution of del suffix z. As usual, take the symbol plus minus plus, fix the element 3 along with the symbol positive, and leave this row and leave this column. Take the determinant of remaining 2 by 2 matrix, that is minus 1 and 25 is minus 25. 9 into 3, that is minus 27. Then take the number 3 along with the symbol minus, that is minus 3. Fix this element, leave this row and leave this column. Take the determinant of remaining 2 by 2 matrix, that is 50 minus 36. Then fix the element 11 along with the symbol positive and leave this row and leave this column. Take the determinant of remaining 2 by 2 matrix, 6 plus 4. So this can be written as 3 of minus 52 minus 3 of 50 minus 36, 14. The next plus 11 of 10. So this is minus 156, this is minus 42 plus 110. Now solve this, we can get minus 88. And next the value of del suffix z is equal to minus 88. Now we found the value of delta, del suffix x, del suffix y, del suffix z. What is next? Applying Crummers rule. Now applying Crummers rule, how to find x del suffix x by del, how to find y del suffix y by del, how to find z del suffix z by delta. What is del suffix x? That is minus 44. What is delta? Minus 22. The answer is 2. Del suffix x, y is minus 66 divided by del is minus 22. What is the value? The answer is 3. The next we can go for z. Find the value of z. Z is equal to del suffix z by del. What is the value of del suffix z? Minus 88. Then divided by the value of delta is minus 22. The answer is 4. Hence the solutions are x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3, and z is equal to 4. The given system of equation can be written in the form of ax is equal to b. From that, we have to take the value of a and take the determinant of a. The determinant of a can be taken as delta. The next we can go for del suffix x, del suffix y, del suffix z. In del suffix x, substitute the b value in the first column of given coefficient matrix. In del suffix y, substitute the b matrix in the second column of the given coefficient matrix. In del suffix z, substitute the b matrix in the third column of given coefficient matrix and find the determinant of del y, del x, del z. And finally, apply the Crummers rule. Crummers rule says x is equal to del x by del, y is equal to del y by del, z is equal to del z by del, and finally we can get the solutions of x, y, and z. So in both the methods, we found the solutions of unknowns from the given system of equations. I think might have understood, students. Thank you, children. If you have any doubt, please ask me. We'll meet in the next session. Thank you.